You have to develop a habit of doing more than you have been paid for. Now, when I say something like this, it might rub a lot of people off, mostly in the wrong way, because this is a very unpopular thing to say when you're not really excited to go to work, or when your work is just a medium for you to pay your basic bills. Making your mark in the world, making your mark in the marketplace is tough, and it requires a lot of efforts and consistent execution from people at all the level. And because of the nature of the game, not too many people achieve the great level of success, simply because it's hard and things are extremely unpredictable and volatile in the marketplace. We have seen companies with a legacy of 100 years going bankrupt, companies who had been dominating their space and now are on the verge of becoming obsolete. The market is always changing. The market is constantly changing, and it is hard to make things happen in the marketplace. So when someone is running a company, they want people presenting them to be the world class. Let me ask you this: if you're running a company yourself, wouldn't you have the same expectation from your people to be the world class players? People who are disciplined, hardworking, result oriented, people with great work ethics. This is common sense. Now, let me be very clear here. This advice is not for everyone. This ain't for you if you're okay with average results. If you're okay with average living and average lifestyle, basically average amount of anything. Every company requires B and C players. If you're okay with being an average player, keep doing what an average employee does. Do your time, do the reasonable amount of work, and collect the salary towards the end of the month. But you also need to know this, that these are also the people, these are also the guys who are the most vulnerable when things get tough. When the economy slows down and things start to contract, they are the first one to let go, and they're the first one who gets terminated. During the time of financial meltdown and crisis, company needs to roll with A players, people who are result oriented. Higher achievers are not concerned about the hours they are obligated or contracted to work. They are result oriented and believe to do whatever it takes to get the end results, even though they have to work 24 hours straight. They always do more than they have been paid for. They go the extra yard every single time, even though it's not in their contract. They are not worried about the short-term gains. They are the first one to show up and the last one to leave. I would bet all my money on someone who's got an empty pocket, hungry stomach, and something to prove, because they are ridiculously focused on the outcome they are trying to produce. Even if it means they have to stay late or working on the weekends or the Sundays to get the job done. Their performance is not predicated on their mood, other personal challenges, or personal tragedies, politics, climates, or anything else. Just imagine what sort of an advantage you would gain over your competition when even a personal tragedy can't put you off your game. Now, this seems extreme, and it is, but this is what 100% commitment to anything that is important to you looks like. Michael Jordan played with 102 degrees temperature in 1997 NBA Finals with Utah Jazz and Chicago Bulls, and he scored the most points in the game. He was also the MVP for the season. He had a choice not to play the final. He was down with fever and food poisoning symptoms. The coach and the management wouldn't have had any problems if he were to go to his coach and say that he can't play that finals because of the food poisoning. The symptoms were obvious, but he played that game, and he did that with his highest ability. He put everything on the table. There's no natural talent here. What I see is sickening work ethics. Imagine this. What is going to happen to your professional life when your employers know that they can count on you to produce results when shit hits the fan? Your career will achieve new heights without a doubt. However, 90% of the employees see working extremely hard as something negative. They only want to work harder when they're promised a promotion or a big incentive. They only want to work hard when they have people, their managers, their bosses looking over their shoulder. Let me ask you this. Can you produce results when there are no short-term incentives or no one is cheering for you?